This is the budding light of hope and knowledge, the delight of Sri Prakash Educational Institutions, spreading academic brilliance in all directions.
Namaste children, welcome to Sri Prakash Educational Institutions, Pune. This is Satish. I am teaching social studies for grade 6th. In the previous classes, we discussed about the globe and latitudes and longitudes and components of the earth. So today we are going to discuss about the rotation and revolution. Do you know children what about the rotation and revolution? Do you know how the day and nights are formed and how the seasons are formed? So in this class, we are going to learn about the rotation and revolution of the earth. Shall we go children?
Okay, children, in this class, we are going to discuss about the rotation and the revolution of the earth. So, today's agenda: words in focus, keywords, learning outcomes, content analysis, summary, evaluation, assignment. Okay, from this lesson, we will learn following keywords: rotation, revolution, summer solstice, winter solstice. Okay, today word slant. What is the meaning of slant, children? Here, slant means nothing but degree of deviation from a horizontal plane. This is slant. Conjugations: slant, slanted, slanted, slanting, slants. Okay, derivatives: slant, verb form, slanting, adjective, slant, noun form. Okay, let us see the textbook usages. The areas near the poles receive less heat as the rays of the sun are slanting. Rays of the sun are slanting. Here, then we see the another one, children. Some other examples. The roof had a steep slant. Roof had a steep slant. Here, steep slant. Slant is used as a noun form. Next one, see the second sentence. The ceiling is slanting at my house. The ceiling is slanting at my house. Here, slanting is verb form. Next one, third one. It is a more fitted jacket with two slanted pockets. Here, slanted is used as a adjective. What is the, children? Slanted adjective. Okay, next fourth one. The climax of the books ends up taking on an almost comedic slant. Here, comedic slant. Here, slant is used as a noun form. What is the, children? Slant is a noun form. And next one, after that, the sunrise fall slantingly. Here, slantingly is used as a adverb. This is the word, children. Please follow the word every day. Use the word in your daily life and try to understand, children. This is very important. Slant. Next, after that, pre-conceptual understanding. I would like to ask some questions, children. In the previous lesson, we discussed about the latitudes, longitudes, globe, and what are the poles, what are the main important latitude, what are the main important longitudes. Last time we discussed the in the previous chapter. So my first question: what is latitude? Can you say, children, what is latitude? Yes, latitude means nothing but the line which is passing from east to west direction is called latitude. Okay, second one. What is equator? Equator means nothing but the line, the latitude which has 0 degree. means 0 degree latitude is called equator. It is in the middle of the globe. That is equator. How did the word latitude derive? The word latitude is derived from the Latin word latitudo. Very good. Next one. What is international dateline? Yes. 180 degrees east and west longitude is called international dateline. International dateline, it is a longitude 180 degree east and west longitude. Okay, good children. Next one, name the poles. Here two poles are there. One is North Pole, another one is South Pole. Okay. See some other questions also there. What is Greenwich line? Greenwich line means 0 degree longitude is called Greenwich line. Which latitude is called international dateline? 180 degree east and west longitude is called international dateline. How did the prime meridian divided the earth? The prime meridian divided the earth into two parts, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Okay. What is longitude? Longitude means the line which is passing from north to south pole. This is called longitude. Longitudes are semicircles. What are the main longitudes? Main longitudes are 0 degree longitude is called Greenwich line. It is also known as a prime meridian. And one more longitude is 180 degree east and west longitude. It is called international dateline. Okay. Okay, children. From end of this lesson, you will be learn these following sentences. See, you can understand about the movements of the earth. You can understand about the rotation and revolution of the earth and how the day and nights are formed. And you can understand about the regular path of the earth. And you learn about the equinox and summer solstice and winter solstice. Okay. Now see the lesson, children. Now see, children, what you observe. Just look at the picture and what you are observing here as sun, it is the star. The earth is revolving around the sun. At the same manner, the moon is rotating around the earth. So just to observe, children, in this picture, just to see the earth, it is revolving. It is revolving around the sun. Same, the moon is revolving around the earth. So earth is satellite to the moon. Earth is satellite to the sun, and moon is satellite to the earth. Moon is satellite to the earth. Earth is one of the planet, children. We have total 8 planets. Earth is one of the planet. The planets are revolving around the sun. So it is our solar system. At the same time, moon is revolving around the earth. Okay. Next, just you see what is rotation of the earth. The planets rotate themselves and revolves around the sun. Earth moves west to east at the speed of 1610 kilometers per hour. Rotation causes to the formation of day and nights. Brightness is day and darkness is night. Just to see, children, here if you see this one, planets rotate themselves and revolves around the sun. If you observe this planet, children, it is the earth, it is revolving around the sun, and next one, it is rotate itself. It is rotates itself or it moves itself is called rotation. Actually, the earth takes one rotation for one day, means 24 hours. Actually, the earth moves from west to east direction at the speed of 1610 kilometers, children. It is very, very important. At what is the speed of the earth movement, children? 1610 kilometer per hour. That is called rotation. That is called rotation. Rotation means nothing but earth rotates itself, or earth moves itself is called rotation. Rotation causes formation of day and nights. We are getting the day and night, children. Day and nights are caused by the rotation of the earth. Rotation of the earth. So brightness is a daytime, darkness is a nighttime. Okay, that is rotation. Rotation means nothing but at the moment itself is called rotation. Day and nights are formed. If you see the rotation of the earth take exactly 23 hours 56 minutes 4.09 seconds. Exactly 23 hours 56 minutes 4.09 seconds. It is called one day equal to 24 hours. One day is completed for one rotation. Let's take how many days, children? Only one day to complete the rotation. The length of the orbit, actually, the Earth is rotating in this orbit, children. Earth is rotating in this orbit. The length of the orbit is 965 million kilometers. How many kilometers, children? 965 million kilometers. This is the length of the orbit. Orbit means nothing but the path, the way where the earth is rotating. That is called orbit. It is a regular path. Regular path of the earth is called orbit, children. Okay? This is the orbit. Regular path is called orbit. Earth is rotating like that. And next one after that, revolution. What about the revolution, children? What is the revolution? Revolution means nothing but Earth rotates itself as well as it is revolving around the sun. Revolving. Just you see, children. Earth, how is it revolving? It is revolving. It is revolving from west to east direction. This is called revolution. This is called revolution. For one revolution, it takes nearly 365.6 hours. 1 by 4th. 1 by 4th means nothing but 6 hours, children. 1 by 4th means nothing but 6 hours. So, at stake 365 days, 1 by 4th to complete one revolution. To complete one revolution. So, 1 by 4th day is added to the every 4 years. Then we get 1 day. 1 day is added to the month of February. So actually the month of February has 28 days. So after every 4 years, 1 day is added to the month of February. Then we get how many days, children? 366 days. How many, children? 366 days. This is called leap year. This is called leap year. So month of February has 29 days in the leap year, children. Month of February, how many days, children? 29 days in the leap year. So like that, by the revolution, seasons are formed and Earth takes 365.6 hours to complete the one revolution. Okay, children? Just to see revolution and seasons, how they are formed, children. Earth is revolving around the sun. Just to see, Earth is revolving around the sun. So this is called revolution. This is called revolution. It is dark when the earth comes. Just to see how the changes are happen. Just to see the changes are happen. If we see here, the half of the part is in the daytime, and the remaining rest of the part in the dark. In this position, the half of the part is in the daytime. The rest of the part is in the dark. Just to see, children. So like that, earth is revolving around the sun. Okay, in some places receive the high temperature, some places receive the less temperature. Poles receive the less temperature, children. Poles receive less temperature because the sunrise falls slantingly over the poles. What about the summer solstice? Summer solstice means the year is divided into 4 seasons, or summer, winter, spring, autumn. Summer, winter, spring, autumn. Just you see, children, it is very important. On June 21st, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. Means on June 21st, the sunrise falls vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. It is sunrise falls vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. So Tropic of Cancer receiving the high temperature, so that days are longer and nights are shorter in the northern hemisphere. Did you understand, children? Days are longer, nights are shorter in the northern hemisphere because on June 21st, the sunrise falls vertically on the Tropic of Cancer, and the northern hemisphere it is tilted. It is tilted towards the sun. It is tilted towards the sun, children. So this is called summer solstice. This is called summer solstice. Summer solstice means nothing but the sunrise falls vertically on the Tropic of Cancer, and the northern hemisphere it is tilted. It is just bent towards the sun, so that daytimes are longer and night times are shorter in the northern hemisphere. And just to see, children, Arctic Circle experience continuous daylight for 6 months. Just to see Arctic Circle, it is totally has continued daytime, children. It has continued daytime for 6 months because in the northern hemisphere the sunrise falls vertically on the Tropic of Cancer, so that next one, northern hemisphere it is tilted toward the sun, so that 6 months it is continue daytime in the around the uh, Arctic Circle. So it is summer in the north of the equator. It reverses in the southern hemisphere. So when the summer in the northern hemisphere, it reverses in the southern hemisphere. Nights are longer and days are shorter. Nights are longer, days are shorter in the northern hemisphere. This position of the earth is called summer solstice. This position of the earth is called summer solstice. Means in the north direction, it receives the high temperature, days are longer, nights are shorter. At the same time, in the southern hemisphere, nights are longer, days are shorter. Next, what about the winter solstice, children? On December 22nd, Tropic of Capricorn receive the direct rays. On December 22nd, Tropic of Cancer receive the direct sunrise, children. So here what happened? The South Pole is tilted now. Which pole, children? South Pole is tilted towards the sun. Means southern hemisphere tilted towards the sun. So what happened? At that time, southern hemisphere has days are longer, nights are shorter. Daytime is long in the southern hemisphere. Nights are shorter. It is summer in the southern hemisphere. It is summer in the southern hemisphere. This position is called winter solstice. This position is called winter solstice because the southern hemisphere receives the high temperature. It is tilted towards the sun, so that the sunrise falls vertically over the Tropic of Capricorn, so that Antarctic Circle is totally in the summer. It is in the summer and it has the daytime for 6 months and nighttime 6 months. Actually, daytime is longer, nighttime is shorter. Daytime is longer, nighttime is shorter in the southern hemisphere in winter solstice. Okay, children, did you understand this point? Okay. What are the equinox, children? Equinox means nothing but the sunrise falls vertically on the equator region on 2 days. What are the 2 days, children? Just to see March 21st and September 23rd. On March 21st, September 23rd, the sunrise falls vertically on the equator region. So these 2 days are called equinox. The 2 days are called equinox. On the day, the whole earth experience day and nights are equal. What is the importance, children? Day and nights are equal on the Equinox, March 21st and September 23rd. September 23rd, autumn season in the northern hemisphere and spring season in the southern hemisphere. Autumn in the northern hemisphere, spring in the southern hemisphere in September 3rd. And on March 21st, spring season in the northern hemisphere, autumn season in the southern hemisphere. It is reverse. Spring season in the northern hemisphere, autumn season in the southern hemisphere, when the sunrise falls vertically on the equator region on March 21st. Day and nights and seasons are occur due to the rotational revolution of the Earth. This is very important, children. Day and nights are formed by the rotation. Seasons are formed by the revolution of the Earth. Rotation, revolution are done by the Earth. When the Earth is moves itself is called rotation. When the Earth revolves around the Sun is called revolution. Did you understand, children? Okay. Okay. Summary. Earth rotates from west to east direction at the speed of the 1610 kilometers per hour. Earth rotates itself is called rotation. Day and nights are formed due to the rotation. The regular path of the Earth is called orbit. The length of the orbit is 965 million kilometers. For one revolution, Earth takes 365 1 by 4th days. Sunrise fall vertically on Tropic of Cancer, June 21st, Tropic of Capricorn on December 22nd. Equator receiving high temperature on March 21st and September 23rd. Sun rays fall vertically on equator. The 2 days are called equinox. Day and nights are equal on March 21st and September 23rd in the world. Okay, children, I would like to ask some questions. What is revolution? Revolution means nothing but the earth revolves around the sun is called revolution. Means earth moves itself as well as revolving around the sun is called revolution. What is rotation? Rotation means nothing but earth moves itself. Earth moves itself is called rotation. What is summer solstice? The northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. So the sunrise falls vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. So Arctic Circle totally it is in the daytime. This is called summer solstice. What is winter solstice, children? In the southern part tilted towards the sun. So southern hemisphere it is totally in the daytime. Mostly Antarctic Circle it is in the daytime continuously for 6 months, children. It is the daytime is longer, nighttime is shorter. In the southern hemisphere, it is called winter solstice. What are the seasons on the earth, children? Summer, winter, spring, autumn. Summer, winter, spring, autumn, children. Okay? What are called equinox? What are called equinox, children? March 21st, September 23rd are called equinox because the sunrise falls vertically over the equator. So that these are called equinox. On which day sunrise falls vertically on equator region? March 21st and September 23rd. On which day sun rays falls vertically on Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, children? June 21st and December 22nd. Okay, very good. Please note down the homework, children. It is the task at the home assignment. Write about equinox. If India has day, it is night in America. What is the reason for this difference? Find out the latest leap year and coming leap year. Appreciate the design of the latitudes and longitudes. List out the similarities and differences between the latitudes and longitudes.
Okay, children, I hope that you understood about the rotation and revolution of the Earth. Rotation means nothing but the Earth rotates itself by the rotation of the Earth. day and nights are formed. And what about the revolution? Revolution means nothing but Earth rotate itself as well as around the sun. So by the revolution of the Earth, the seasons are formed. Okay, children. In the next class, we are going to discuss an interesting topic. Okay, thank you.